Hey guys, welcome back to the final update on Warwick PIMO. Let's get straight into some updates. One small announcement. I have seen all of your friend requests on Facebook and Instagram, and so I just want to let you guys know that I do not use those social media platforms for the public. So even though you find me there, I do not accept friend requests from people I don't know. That's just strictly for family. So if you do want to follow me somewhere, please follow me on Twitter, on X, and I will put that on the bottom here, and I will also put it in the description. You can follow me there. That is the only public social media that I use. If you want to contact me for any reason, interview, news, anything that you would like me to cover, you can email me. I will also put that in the description. Okay, that's the best way you can contact me. The next update that I want to give is that Hurricane Helene finally left Florida. And so we are out of that danger zone. Thankfully, there was no damage to my area and the power never left. All right, that wraps up my updates, and I'm going to get straight into the story of Mauricio Fernando, aka Warwick PIMO. So, on Reddit, one of the last updates that we are going to be seeing is a devastating acquittal. The three Jehovah's Witnesses that were in the case have been acquitted, which means that the case ends here. I don't think anything is going to happen from here on out, but I hope that Mauricio's lawyers are going to appeal it, which I think they will. I'm going to play the news clip that they have about Mauricio, and it is in Portuguese, and I'm going to let it play in its entirety. It's only 3 minutes, and then I'm going to go into the translation that was given on that Reddit post. I will also put that link in the description if you want to read it for yourself.
Massinga absolveu a Igreja Testemunhas de Jeová dos crimes de ameaça e acesso ilegítimo de que era acusado por parte de um antigo membro da congregação. O tribunal diz não ter encontrado elementos de prova dos crimes imputados.
Não foram provados em sede da primeira secção criminal do Tribunal Distrital de Massinga os crimes de ameaça e acesso ilegítimo que a Igreja Testemunhas de Jeová era acusada por Maurício Fernando, antigo tradutor da organização religiosa. E por via disso, o juiz da causa, Arsénio Nhanombe, decidiu por absolver os 3 membros séniores da Igreja que tinham sido constituídos arguidos no processo crime.
Pelo exposto, em nome da República de Moçambique, a primeira secção do Tribunal Judicial do Distrito de Massinga julga a acusação por não procedente, por não provado e, por conseguinte, absolver os arguidos José Adriano Paulo, Orlando Semen Magaíça e Adilson Domingos por insuficiência de elementos de prova que o incriminam.
Para o advogado de defesa da Igreja Testemunhas de Jeová, Dauto Barbato, a justiça foi feita num caso que, segundo ele, nem devia ter chegado ao tribunal.
Desde o início do processo até então, a Constituição, como assim a lei penal, vinha sendo atropelada. Até então, a Constituição, como assim a lei penal, vinha sendo atropelada. Mas, finalmente, o juiz da causa acendeu-lhe a chama da justiça e foi possível provar, em sede da produção da prova, que não havia elementos para que este processo pudesse chegar até cá, nem deveria ter combinado com a pronúncia.
Entretanto, Ilofro da Conceição, advogado de defesa do denunciante Maurício Fernando, está inconformado com a decisão do tribunal. Da Conceição diz que vai recorrer da sentença por haver aspectos que foram ignorados durante a sessão de produção de elementos de prova.
Logo no dia de julgamento, nós tínhamos pedido que a testemunha, que foi a única testemunha arrolada, era parte do grupo dos arguidos que por alguma o lapso não constou como arguido, mas estava no dia em que aconteceram os fatos e praticou os fatos, não pode aparecer como testemunha. E nós dissemos isso ao juiz no momento e ele indiferiu o nosso pedido. Nós ficamos um pouco estupefatos quando vemos que apenas só se cingiu a decisão numa única palavra, dizer que se não tiveres, não sais daqui. Esqueceu-se o fato do denunciante ter ficado 13 horas de tempo sem comer, sem beber, privado da sua liberdade a ser interrogado para dar informações, que era a informação que culminou com a expulsão dele.
Recorde-se que a Igreja Testemunhas de Jeová foi arrastada ao tribunal na sequência da expulsão de Maurício Fernando por ter publicado em redes sociais conteúdos confidenciais da organização religiosa que iam contra os princípios da religião cristã.
The Masigna District Court acquitted the Church of Jehovah's Witnesses of the crimes of threat and illegitimate access that was accused by a former member of the congregation. The court has not found evidence of the crimes charged. The crimes of threat and illegitimate access that the Church of Jehovah's Witnesses was accused of was decided by Mauricio Fernando, a former translator of the religious organization. As a result, the judge of the case, Arsenio Naumbe, decided to acquit the 3 senior members of the church who had been accused in the crime trial. On behalf of the Republic of Mozambique, the Masigna District Court has decided to acquit Jose Gadrino Paulo, Orlando Semende Magaisa, and Adilson Domingos for insufficiency of evidence. For the defense lawyer of the Church of Jehovah's Witnesses, Duato Barbato, justice was done in a case that, according to him, should not have reached the court. Since the beginning of the trial until then, the commission, as well as the criminal law, had been run over. But finally, the judge of the case looked up to justice, and it was possible to prove that there were no elements for this trial to reach the court. I should not have agreed with the sentence. However, the defense lawyer, and I'm sorry for butchering these names, of the defendant, Mauricio Fernando, is displeased with the decision of the court. The defense lawyer says that he will appeal the sentence for having aspects that were ignored during the production session of evidence. On the day of the trial, we had asked that the witness, who was the only witness, was part of the group of arguments that by any chance the pencil was not considered an argument, but it was on the day that the facts happened and that the facts were practiced. He cannot appear as a witness. And we said that to the judge at the time, and he ignored our request. We were a little surprised when we saw that only the decision was made in a single word, to say that if you are not from here, you have forgotten the fact that the defendant, having spent 13 hours without eating, without drinking, deprived of his freedom to be questioned to give information, which was the information that culminated with his expulsion. It is remembered that the Church of Jehovah's Witnesses was dragged to court following the expulsion of Mauricio Fernando for having published on social networks confidential content of the religious organization that went against principles of the Christian religion. So that was the translation that I got from Reddit. If anybody knows Portuguese and would like to let me know any more details, definitely look up this case and get the full picture of what happened in this case with Mauricio. And let me know in the comments below. Another thing that I wanted to bring up is that when we covered this on JW World News on the live show every Friday with Vern from the channel Fixing My Faith, he brought up some really great points about that Mauricio really learned a lesson here. He really didn't have sufficient evidence, according to that court and that judge, for the allegations that he was making about these elders and the interrogation and just all of it. And so that makes us think about the fact that we need to protect ourselves. When the elders are harassing you and threatening you for a judicial committee, record it if you can, or have some type of evidence like text messages, voicemails, anything that you can prove that these elders are really harassing you. Another point that Vern made was that if you can, depending on your country or your state, that you can request a lawyer. You need a second witness. You need to use that two-witness rule against the Jehovah's Witnesses and say that you need a second witness to whatever transpires in that back room. What happened to Mauricio cannot be proven. He doesn't have any evidence to prove that what happened, except the testimony of those other 3 elders. I don't even know if those elders were put on the stand or what happened there. There's a language barrier for me, and also we were just not privy to everything that happened in that courtroom. So I don't really know too many in-depth details. What I do know is the updates that are only coming from Reddit. And so basically they were acquitted. And so I hope that this appeal works. But that's the thing. We need to protect ourselves by at least keeping some type of evidence that we are being harassed by these elders. So I want to give Mauricio Fernando my thoughts and prayers. I hope that anything that he does in life, that he can take away this life lesson when dealing with the Jehovah's Witnesses. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you next time.